Hello and welcome to Your City, Your News, where we inform you about issues and topics happening in the city of El Segundo. I'm Molly Perlman. The El Segundo City Council has authorized $3.2 million of the 2014-2015 general fund budget to address capital infrastructure projects believed critical by staff. The list of 39 projects includes slurry sealing, damaged curb and gutter repairs, as well as other projects previously approved. Furthermore, it will also cover facility upgrades to Fire Station 1, police department upgrades, exterior painting of the library, and the Richmond St rehabilitation. The projects are expected to be completed in the next 2 to 3 years, depending on the amount of staff on hand. The City Council has agreed to return the 300 block of Richmond St to its original form. The decision was made at the November 18th meeting after many residents expressed concern about traffic and safety hazards resulting from the restriping of the street. Along with this decision, the council will now be looking into options for widening the stalls and changing the degree of angle to allow drivers to navigate the area more safely. For now, the spots in front of the library on Mariposa Avenue will serve as a model for the analysis, and staff will research any other impacts the restriping has had to businesses and residential areas. During the November 2014 election, voters passed Proposition 47, a law that reduces certain felonies to misdemeanor crimes. El Segundo Police explains what will change.
Number one, the crime has to be committed in our presence to make an arrest. If we don't, then the person who observes the crime would be making a citizen's arrest. And also for the courts, what that means is people that get arrested for misdemeanors are not facing prison. They're facing county jail, maximum of 1 year.
With limited exceptions, the following crimes are now misdemeanors: forgery, check fraud, theft, receiving stolen property, and shoplifting are now misdemeanors when the value is less than $950. Drug possession for personal use of all drugs is now a misdemeanor. Petty theft with a prior crime has been eliminated, and defendants currently serving time for one of the mentioned crimes can request a resentencing.
More and more people facing less and less consequences for some of the crimes that they're doing. I think you're going to start seeing crime rates go up. Specifically here in El Segundo, vehicle theft is up 36% year to date for this year. In the state, vehicle theft is up something like in the mid 20%. Our numbers are a little bit higher than that, but I think you're going to start seeing more and more of that.
In order to help keep your house safe from crime if you are going on vacation this holiday season, we'd like to remind you that there is a free vacant residence patrol program that the city provides. Call the El Segundo Police Department at 310-524-2200 to find out more. The Los Angeles Air Force Base in El Segundo recently unveiled the Department of Defense's first plug-in electric vehicle fleet. The majority of these vehicles also demonstrate a new concept called V2G, or vehicle-to-grid technology, where you use the vehicles to help support the electrical grid in addition to receiving power from the grid.
This is a revenue generation opportunity, so this base can actually lower the money that it's spending on its electric bills by selling electrons back to the grid. It's a really great demonstration project. We'll be watching it for about a year. It's a part of a much larger Department of Defense focus on energy security, energy supply assurance, energy resiliency, and energy demand reduction.
All 42 non-tactical vehicles on the LA Air Force Base will now be electric or plug-in hybrid.
By replacing every single general purpose vehicle with an electric platform, we're going to really study how you can manage a fleet of entirely new vehicles, new assets. And we think that's a really important lesson, not just for the Defense Department, but for elsewhere, to understand that it's not as scary as it might sound, that even a military base can operate alternatively fueled vehicles effectively.
It's a real demonstration of the innovation of our engineers. And the Air Force has always had a history of pushing technology to its limits. That's how we've had air superiority since World War II. We want our airmen to have the technological edge always, and that includes having the energy technological edge.
This is the largest operational vehicle-to-grid demonstration in the world and was made possible by the commitment of state and local government, federal agencies, private industry, and energy providers and regulators. A team of 8 El Segundo High School students have earned a national recognition. Jennifer Murillo tells us why.
The Real World Challenge team, the Eliminators, won the Mentors Award at the annual national competition.
That they saw that our mentors had a great effect on the presentation, so that our presentation was above what they would expect from high school students.
For the second year in a row, engineering students from El Segundo High School advanced to the national championship that was established in 2008. This year, they took it a step further and placed in the top 4 of 26 teams.
We were in the lab for 3 hours, a lot of days on the ending bit. So in the last 2 weeks, nearly every day we were in the lab for 3 hours a day.
The goal was basically create a unmanned aerial system that would detect the European corn borer in a cornfield to help provide farmers more information about what exactly is going on in the fields.
Prior to this accomplishment, the Eliminators had also won the Independent State Challenge, where they beat out 36 teams, the victory that sent them to nationals.
Really great to have people not only recognizing El Segundo for the big sports town, but also as a very strong engineering city too.
Having won this award puts them at the top 1% of engineering students in the country. For El Segundo TV, I'm Jennifer Murillo.
To learn more about the challenge, visit realworlddesignchallenge.org. Well, that's all for today. Remember that you can also keep up with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter by searching El Segundo TV. Thanks for watching Your City, Your News. I'm Molly Perlman. We'll see you next time.